All right, welcome back everybody. So this week we're going to look at a head-to-head competition between the new Apollo 7700 and the Titan Maxum Elite 2. Let's get to it. All right, welcome back everybody. So what I'm going to do is I've always been curious at the different turbine guns and how they atomize, and there's a lot of hype right now on the 7700 gun. So what I wanted to do was set up, I'm shooting a 2K polyurethane today from CIC, and it's thinned about 5%, and I put one in a Titan gun, the old Maxum Elite 2 or whatever it's called, and then I've got some in the Apollo. And what we're going to do is I'm going to spray down through here and I'm going to see how tight the pattern is, and I'm going to try to stay the same distance away. I'm going to measure it off and spray it, and then I'll do a close-up so that you can see. So we're going to answer the question of is the Apollo the best gun out there? Also, what I want to do is I want to see overspray. I'm going to come in here to a corner and spray, and then I'm going to retape this off with the Apollo and the Titan, and we're going to look and see which one reduces the most overspray as well. Now I'm going to be shooting this out of a Titan 115 turbine just to keep everything even. I don't have an Apollo turbine, so I don't know if that would even make more of a difference. So right now we're just going to use the Titan, and I'm going to put it on the high setting, and we're going to take a look at this and see what we get. All right, let's get to it. Alright, so as we look at each one, I can tell you right now that the Apollo has a finer atomization pattern than the Maxum 2 or whatever the Titan gun is. However, if you kind of look at it, you're getting a little bit better coverage in the center with the Titan than you are the Apollo. So it may be that I would want to up my fluid for the Apollo because it's putting out a finer and it's putting out less volume. But basically I have them so that they are backed off about the same amount. So it's about 6 turns out because I wanted to keep everything even. Now let me bring you in and bring you a close-up of this so that you can see it. Okay, so your Titan's on your left and your Apollo's on your right. I'm going to zoom in here, and you can see the tightness of the pattern on the Apollo versus the Titan. As you're coming down, you can see the tightness of it. Pretty substantial difference. All right, now you're not getting as much coverage in here as you are with the Titan gun. All right, so that's something to think of. So you would want to up your pressure. So the Apollo does atomize quite a bit more than the Titan gun. All right, so now let's look at overspray. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, since we got the Titan set up, and I'm going to come in here and I'm going to spray the corner, and then we're going to look at how much overspray we got on the edges here. So if you were doing the inside of cabinets or something like that, how much overspray would you get, and would it be better to use the Apollo or the Titan? All right, so let's take a look at that. Okay, so I'm going to measure this, and we have a 3-inch band of overspray with the Titan. So let's take a look at the Apollo. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to use the Apollo, and we're going to see how big the band is. All right, so let's do that one. All right, so here's the Apollo. I've got a little bit right here as we're going down, but tremendously less on the overspray. All right, so that's pretty impressive. All right guys, so let me give you my final thoughts on this. So my final thoughts, I've actually got to eat a little bit of crow on this one, because I've kind of poked at some people about, I didn't really think there was a big difference between these two guns in the finish quality. So I got to eat some crow on that. But remember, my motto is test, don't guess. So, but I'll have to say that 7700 is a far superior gun to the Titan gun. Now, bear in mind, I'm not being paid by Apollo or anybody else. I'm just out for the truth on this stuff, trying to improve and help other guys and gals like yourselves get better. So I think if you're on the fence about buying this gun and it will work with any turbine system, I think if you're shooting high viscosity waterborne finishes, I think it's a no-brainer. It's worth the $300 or $400, whatever it is. Buy the gun. As a matter of fact, I'm actually going to purchase another one for polyurethane pigmented finishes. Because I have a 7500 that I use for a clear, and I wanted to use this one for a clear. And so I'm going to go ahead and bite the bullet and get another one. Now, what would really be interesting to me is if sometime I could get together with someone that has one of the Precision 5 units and actually use this gun on a Titan unit, on a Graco unit, and on an Apollo unit, and see if there's any difference in the atomization. And then we could just kind of lay this whole mystery to rest on atomization and that sort of thing. So anyway, all right, one thing I want to mention is if you don't follow Shane Woods on Facebook, he just did a video yesterday that is an excellent explanation of mechanical bond and refinishing, and he draws some diagrams and stuff, and I think it was just really well explained, and I think it's really worth going and checking out. So I'm going to leave a link below so that you can go check that out. And he does like Facebook Live stuff all the time. That's not my thing, but that's what he does. So, you know, go and follow him. I'm also going to leave a link to the Facebook groups that I just got invited to. So you want to make sure that you go on there and like their page and join, because there's a lot of great professionals, a lot of great information on there as well. So we'll catch you next week. Make sure you like and subscribe, and remember, test, don't guess. We'll catch you next week.